Well, hello, JennyEason here. I am up early, yes. I am drinking a very nice warm beverage. You know, I do my little broth in the morning. I have a little ginger shaved and put into my warm broth. I hope you're doing well. I said from the last video that I wanted to give a little commentary on the article that I read from Vanity Fair regarding loot out of Libya that is being repatriated. You know I love that word, repatriation. So, I want to give a little commentary based on my opinion. Now, for whatever it's worth, I have to admit that I truly do not understand the situation in Libya, but I can look at the classic earmarks of narratives that are spun about these warlords and boogeymen that, you know, they can one day be a hero, next day be a zero, right? So I want to share some perspectives from some other people, okay? So I'm going to let this person tell you what they think happened over in Libya.
Qaddafi was murdered because he, along with the other African heads of state, were about to bring into existence Africa's first central bank. They were erecting a central bank in Africa, which was going to do what? Back its money to the resources under the ground in Africa. Now, what would that have done to the global economic order? Remember, the United States dollar isn't backed on any natural resource. The British pound isn't backed on any natural resource. The Canadian dollar, the European Union, their currency isn't backed on any natural resource because Europe doesn't have a lot of natural resources. Africa does. So if they would have been successful in creating a central bank of Africa, coming up with a unitary currency, and then backing that currency to the material wealth under the soil, they would have bankrupted every other economic system.
I know, okay? That was when Dr. Umar, who is, by the way, a John from my hometown, Philadelphia, shout out Philly. But no, okay, before you jump to conclusions, Dr. Umar, in the beginning now, don't forget, he was bringing a lot of truth. But like anybody who is moving in that realm of public truth-telling, they have to be careful of the trick bags and the traps. And by the way, for anyone who is wondering about the coded languages that we have to speak now, the coded words, okay, the new codex. If you're wondering what a 304 is, I will just show you. And I believe from the imagery, you will know exactly what a 304 is, okay?
What does it even matter?
We came, we saw, we died.
You too, Condi, no comment. Anything that the Wicked Witch of the West is involved in, I give it a side eye. Now, many people have their opinions about Qaddafi. I mean, they have opinions even how to spell his name, okay? So many ways. How do you spell it? Does it matter? You know, all of their classic terms they give to enemy leaders is he's a despot, he's a tyrant, or he's an astute politician, right? So I guess, you know, everything is up for interpretation, of course. They said he was very eccentric, and I kind of miss that eccentric quality, okay? Because I'm eccentric, okay? This guy, I'm telling you, the clothes and the way that he would, you know, come into town. They said he wouldn't stay at a 5-star hotel. He would set up his Bedouin tents and he would chill in the tents, he and his crew. You know, he had an all-female bodyguard security team. And they said that they were virgins. So, interesting. I don't know. What do you think about that? Okay. They said that Gaddafi carried on business. So all the diplomatic visits, that's where you would have to conduct business with Gaddafi. You would have to come to the tent, okay? I don't know, people. I'm digging this cat. I don't know. Let me know. Okay, we see you, Q, back in your Woodstock flower dictator days. And they also highlighted a lot in the media his so-called flamboyant dressing. So he loved long flowing robes and aviator glasses. Who doesn't? That is totally my style. If I could, I would have a caftan for every day of the week. And aviators. I'm digging it. Also, you know, I noticed he kind of has a little interesting afro going on there. What do you think? I just think he needs a little bit of a different type of product because his earlier afro was popping. I think maybe the stress of this 304 here could probably turn your afro a little bit distressed. What do you think? I've actually witnessed stress and the effects it can have on someone's hair. I had a manager once, okay? Now, she was a very nice Irish lady from Massachusetts, yeah. She came down to the South to manage a group of, I don't know, I would say banshees. And wow, I watched her hair texture go from a very, I would say very straight texture to an afro. I'm not kidding. Really, really, I watched her hair turn into an afro. I'm not kidding. And I kind of wanted to offer her some tips on maybe some good hair products, but it was awkward. I didn't know how to approach it, okay? Just something. I mean, back to the wardrobe. Look at this. It's like this is the wardrobe guy. Imagine that job. You can say what you want, but I am really here for this. I don't know what this is. What is this vibe? What is this groove? Can you please put some words in the chat, in the comment section? We'll have a chat soon, okay? Possibly sooner than you think. I have an idea, something fun. And I had fun looking through these images. This one right here really had me giggling. It made me kind of go back to the days when I worked in corporate America. Oh my goodness, the meetings were so boring. Oh my God, they were horrible, and I was always in meetings. They would have a meeting to plan the next meeting. Obsessed with meetings, and nothing ever got done. Nothing but devilment, because I did work for Big Pharma. They were doing stuff, right? Just not good stuff. This look right here is giving me Prince vibes.
This is Muammar Qaddafi. Western culture will have you believe that Muammar Qaddafi is the evil dictator of Libya. Politicians love to make people feel that anyone they can't control is an evil dictator. Qaddafi was the leader of Libya for over 40 years and assumed power in a bloodless coup. While under his power, Libya experienced a level of prosperity that the country has never experienced before, with one of the biggest and fastest growing economies at the time. Qaddafi even had a law in his country where he provided homes to every newlywed citizen. European leaders feared that if Qaddafi united Africa under one currency, it would no longer have its quote-unquote power over its countries and colonies. This is when, at the time, President of France cued the colonizer playbook, as I like to call it, where you fund a rebel party to start a civil war inside of a nation, cause turmoil, and then overthrow the current government in power. And this is exactly what they did to Libya to a T. Libya has been politically unstable ever since. Libya was better off with Qaddafi in power, and even Donald Trump said it. Basically, moral of the story, don't believe the narrative that the media gives you.
I agree with so much of the opinions that have been shared. I read that article in Vanity Fair. I thought the title was of interest, so I thought I'd read it out loud and see what you all think about these narratives. I will continue to look into these areas because it's interesting from the standpoint of ancient history and the whole rush to grab certain artifacts and why. And some of these artifacts really would tell us a lot of things that we've been wondering about. Again, I just had a good time gathering these images. He looked like he was a character. I was just having fun just imagining, like, he looked like he got the receipts on people, and I don't know, I just envisioned him telling everybody off at the UN. And just, I don't know, he just seemed to go against what the elite wanted him to do. And a lot of it centers around banking, right? And oil, energy. But we'll talk more about this. Looking forward to having more engagement with a live stream. But please drop some comments below and share some resources on this area. I greatly appreciate all of it, and I will see you soon. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye.